All right, welcome to the comic book shop of doom here on awesomestreaming.com. This is a movie review for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So I saw it today on the big screen, on the ultra screen. It wasn't good. It's not bad, but it's not great. So I'd give it a C. And I would not have made this movie because of Chadwick Boseman passing away. They wouldn't recast his part. I would have waited like 5 years and recast him and made it then. But Disney's a machine and they got to make money, and they probably had from the upper office make part two because the first one made so much money. And the first one was a good movie on a lot of levels. It was a good comic book movie. It was a good African American movie. It was a good sci fi movie. And it was a good action movie. So you had basically four different categories that thing excelled in. This thing, it's, I just think that they put too much on the sister's shoulders to carry the movie. And I don't agree with them changing the origins for the Submariner. So that's just my opinion. I mean, you don't like it, whatever. But I would have kept it straight to the comics. These guys got the blueprints. Stay with the comic books. They have to change everything, and it's just like, nah. I don't think it worked, and I think they box themselves into a corner doing this stuff. And speaking of which, I think that Marvel, the reason why they changed um the Submariner's origin is they figured they didn't want to get seen as a ripoff compared to Aquaman from DC. Now here's Submariner's first appearance, Marvel Comics #1. It came out in October of 1939. So here's a copy of it. Went for 2.4 million at auction, 9.4 grade in a CGC thing. He beats Aquaman by 2 years. Okay. More Fun Comics #73 came out in November of 1941. That's the first appearance Aquaman is in there. So Submariner beats Aquaman by 2 years, and they were afraid to acknowledge this. And they had to change his origin from Atlantis to this other Talokan and stuff like that. It's just keep it Atlantis. But they're afraid they're going to be looked at as being copying Aquaman. And all they had to do was explain at the beginning of the movie that this came out in 1939. I would even reference it that our guy beat DC's guy by 2 years. And why not? You hear of all kinds of stories of DC is trying to copy Marvel. Well, Marvel can, stick it to DC a little bit. But what I see Wakanda Forever, if you're a big fan of the first movie, I'd say see it. It is sad to see that this guy passed away because, I mean, he was just got married and I think he had kids, and it's just a bad deal. But I think that this movie was rushed and you could tell, but they spent a lot of money on it. So what are you going to do? I don't know, but it's not great, but it's not bad. It's an average movie, but they spent a ton of money on it. Everybody have a good day.